I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, turn the knob, camera system incredible. Yeah, can't put a dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. I ain't turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't keying around here.
Hey, Booker T! Grenade time! Hey, lady!
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chicks, you don't know that I can place it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debate. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to... I'ma need you to come down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. So, gonna bring it back.
Lady!
Trying to know about me. Young she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Oof.
Hey, why not cut? Hey, 380!
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
380, cut! Hey, 315, cut! Hey, lady!
Hey, hey!
280, cut! Hey, Booker T! That grenade time! Hey, 380! 95, 95, 280, cut! Hey, Booker T!
Left hash, left hash.
Cut! Hey, 280! Hey, look, cut! Hey, 280! 18, cut! Hey, 590! Cut! Hey, 380!
Look for signals.
Good, cut!
Brand new chicks, you don't know that I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debate. I've been waiting for you, now I'm
Hey,
running out of
315!
Never check, try and run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something that's
Cut!
coming down front. Know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal
Hey,
with me.
lady!
Okay, cool, you sell that seat.
Full 15. Full 85.
You know. If you know about the carport, them trapdoors supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready? SavageLyfe. Spike. 3-3.
Me compro otro 10 que vuela más alto. Y cuando me bajo es directo pa'l Phantom. Yeah.
To win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I'm highly favored, don't wanna play me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Foles, eluding the pressure right. He'll get that complete to the tight end Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd down, Patterson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Foles. They will find Davis. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, how about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right, letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up... Third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Trubisky to throw again. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Patterson on the carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Demetrius Harris there to make the grab. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. The PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action. Trubisky, he'll buy some time right. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he spins free. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
Gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Buying time to his left. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 22-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal, maybe more. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
have loved to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
To his left. Uncorks one for Davis. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. And he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Lockett the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
2-yard line.
Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times in All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. This is taken in. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 4 yards out. And the Bears continue to pour it on. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Manuel Santos set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. To throw again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's third down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
At the 49-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. As he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass. I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you, I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Play action. It's Trubisky. Steps away. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Now Scarborough. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
44. Seahawks, nothing. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Lockett the return.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some space here. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That is caught inside the 5. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Flushed. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30, 10. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
44. Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They go play action with Trubisky. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Trubisky to throw again. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
At the Seahawks' 23-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Again, it's Trubisky. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Kicker Jason Myers to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Drop down at the 28-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing is Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Rodgers going to throw. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 12-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That is Bruce Irvin using that speed to get in there and blow the play up. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Seahawks nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Block at the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
No.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
That's the score. Packers 14. Seahawks nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Lockett the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Stand 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where will we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A throw over the middle, taken in. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Runs over it. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Always costly to... Off that football, these defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick.
You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On first down, it's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. The final shot before half for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan as time expires in the first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding the situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Rolling to his left. Airing it out for Olsen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run. This is Scarborough. Uses the spin. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Well, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And Adams has it, complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer 1st. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
On the Seahawks' 11-yard line.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
The Seahawks, 1st down.
On the draw, this is Scarborough. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play that time through the air. 48 yards. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, Wilson, flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play. And then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off. And he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
To throw again is Wilson, being chased out left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, 84 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Lockett the return.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 58 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now down to 20. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They run it again with Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 40.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
On the keeper. Shaquem Griffin there on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Rodgers throwing here. Looking for the end zone. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Come on now. Let's do
Aaron
this.
Rodgers taking it in. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an acceptance.
And he can't get rid of it. It's taken down.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit,
Seahawks.
but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair.
Come on
and
and get it.
I mean, yeah, that's it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Well, security eluded it. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Rodgers looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now Crosby for the point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I don't understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Jones. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Menu narration option is set to off.